Most gardeners suffocate their potential harvest before the first true leaf appears. While your neighbors are out there every evening, hovering over their raised beds with a hose, frantically reacting to a single drooping leaf, they are training their plants to fail. They are building a dependency loop that collapses the moment they leave town for a weekend. You are here to build a food system, not nurse a fragile invalid. If you treat your garden like a hospital ward, constantly intervening, poking, and watering, you destroy the soil structure required for high-calorie yields. This is the difference between a hobbyist losing a few tomato plants and a homesteader losing a winter's supply of sauce. You need to understand the physiology of scarcity to create abundance. We are going to dismantle the habit of overmanagement and replace it with 5 protocols based on plant biology and hard data. Let's start with the hydrology of the root zone. Number 1 is the 2-inch rule. Most failures begin with the hose. When you water daily, you keep the top inch of soil saturated. This creates a shallow, lazy root system. The roots have no incentive to dive deep for moisture because you serve it to them on a platter every afternoon. Shallow roots mean the plant cannot access the mineral-rich subsoil, and the moment a heat wave hits with ambient air temperatures above 90 degrees, that top inch dries out, and your plant goes into shock. Stop watering based on a schedule. Stick your index finger into the soil. If you feel moisture at the second knuckle, 2 inches down, do not water. It does not matter if the surface looks dry. It does not matter if the leaves look slightly tired in the midday sun. If there is moisture at the root zone, adding more water suffocates the plant. Roots need oxygen just as much as they need water. Saturated soil has 0 oxygen. Within 48 hours of constant saturation, anaerobic bacteria begin to breed, leading to root rot. Force your plants to work for their water. Number 2 is the volume calculation. When you do water, you must water for volume, not duration. A light sprinkle for 10 minutes does nothing but evaporate. You need to apply 1 inch of water per week, all at once, or split into 2 heavy soakings. In a standard raised bed, that translates to roughly 0.6 gallons of water per square foot. Get a rain gauge or place a tuna can in the bed. Run your irrigation until that can is full. That is your baseline. By delivering water deep into the soil profile, 6 to 8 inches down, you encourage the taproots to anchor the plant. This makes your crops drought-resistant and stable. You are banking hydration in the soil bank rather than spending it on the surface. Now we move to physical interference. Number 3 is the hands-off inspection. The human hand is a vector for disease. Every time you touch a cucumber leaf to check for beetles or lift a tomato vine to check for fruit set, you risk transmitting pathogens like tobacco mosaic virus or fungal spores from one plant to another. Do not touch your plants unless you are harvesting or pruning. Observe from a distance. Look for patterns in the foliage. If you see yellowing at the bottom leaves, that is nitrogen deficiency or natural senescence. If you see yellowing at the top, that is a micronutrient issue like iron chlorosis. Diagnose with your eyes. Only use your hands when you have a specific tactical action to perform, like removing a hornworm or pruning a sucker. Unnecessary handling triggers stress responses in the plant, diverting energy from fruit production to cellular repair. Number 4 is the mulch barrier. You cannot expect soil to retain moisture if it is naked. Exposed soil can reach temperatures of 130 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer sun. At that temperature, soil biology dies, and evaporation strips your water immediately. Cover every square inch of exposed earth with 4 inches of organic matter. Straw, shredded leaves, or wood chips. This insulation keeps the soil temperature regulated between 60 and 70 degrees, which is the optimal range for nutrient uptake. It reduces evaporation by up to 70%. If you are not mulching, you are wasting water and starving your soil microbiome. Stop looking at bare dirt. Cover it. Number 5 is data logging. Memory is not a tool for a serious grower. You need a logbook. Record the daily high and low temperatures. Record rainfall. Record exactly when you planted specific varieties. Knowing that provider bush beans matured in 52 days last year helps you plan your succession planting for the fall harvest. Knowing that the squash bugs arrived on June 15th allows you to cover your crops with row covers on June 10th. Data turns luck into a predictable system. Without records, you are guessing. Guessing leads to hunger. Here is your immediate directive. For the next 7 days, implement a blackout period on interference. Go outside. Check the soil moisture at the 2-inch depths. If it is damp, walk away. Do not prune, do not fertilize, do not touch. Let the plants acclimate to the environment without your shadow looming over them. Watch the new growth. If the new leaves are turgid and green, the plant is thriving. Ignore the old, lower leaves. They are history. Focus on the growing tip. The goal is to produce calories, not to pamper a pet. Stand back, let the genetics of the seed do the work. Go mulch your beds now.